The control and automation aspect of a home cinema system is the only real optional part. It's the part that you can theoretically and technically do without. However, having it in place makes for so much a nicer experience. What are the control options? Well, first of all, obviously, there is just having a ton of remote controls. For instance, on one project that I installed many years ago, if you were to use all the individual devices remote controls, you would have about 5 or 6 remotes. So there's one for the projector, one for the projection screen, one for the AVR, one for the additional power amplifier, and one for the lighting. Whereas one universal remote or a Pro solution would be able to automate all of those things coming on at once at the press of a button. With modern voice assistant systems like Google and Alexa, of course you can set up your own sequence of events for when you want to recall a certain scene. So you can tell it to, say, dim the lights, turn on the projector, and do whatever else needs be, provided that it is, of course, compatible. You can get voice assistant compatible infrared blasters, which will need line of sight to all the devices. However, it can control hundreds of different types of devices. And then of course you can go down the route of the universal remote solution, a bit like the Harmony from Logitech, which is now discontinued, but there are newer universal remotes coming out every few months or every now and then, which give you the possibility of adding devices to them and creating what is essentially custom macros to turn certain devices on, set them to inputs, set volume levels, etc. And of course, like I've already mentioned, Pro install solutions, the options are basically limitless, however they do come with a price. And just a few things to consider for what you might want to automate. So naturally, with powering on and off the system, you want to make sure that all of the relevant equipment is powered on and off, etc., vice versa. Lighting, when you select a video source device, you might want the lighting to dim. Blinds and curtains, similarly, if you have automated blinds and you have a projector and screen set up, you might want the blinds to shut as the projector turns on. And if you want to get really advanced, if you've got reclinable seating, you can even have the seating slide into a position once the film starts. But realistically, what you want to automate and how you automate it is entirely up to you. And like I said, this part is optional, but it can make for a much nicer experience.